To trade crazy lot sizes in order to make money in the market. Like, I think a lot of us have this idea that we have to earn like 10 grand a month in order to be considered successful. If you earn $2,000 extra a month from trading, how much would that change your life? Like, that's not $10,000. That's not a whole lot of money, but $2,000 a month is an extra $24,000 a year, which is huge and changes your financial picture. So everybody don't have to get rich quick. Everybody don't need to make $30,000 a month in trading. Like, even just the $2,000 a month can definitely do something for you. All right, if you're anything like me, when I first started learning how to trade, I cannot tell you all, I walked around with my phone glued to my hands. When I slept, trying to trade the London session, when I was in grad school and in class, while I was at work, this ran me. And it ran me because I did not understand all of the components that work together in trading in order for me to be successful. I was over leveraging my account. I was trading whenever, wherever, in the middle of a move. I was doing everything wrong. And so I had major anxiety around trading. I didn't have the knowledge that I needed in order to successfully trade and still work my job. So your phone doesn't have to run you. Trading doesn't have to run you. And although the big craze within the industry is to strike it rich with Forex so that you can quit your job, a lot of us like our jobs and a lot of us want to work our jobs to make major impact in whatever field that might be. So today what we're going to go through are the components that you need in order to successfully trade the Forex market, even while working. Even if you're not working, if you're in school, if you're in grad school, if you volunteer, if you have kids, whatever it is, we're going to talk about a step-by-step system that will work for you. So the very first thing is making sure that you have a solid understanding of the lingo, the terminology, and the whole concept of Forex. And I know that might sound basic and that might sound simple, but I jumped in and I didn't know anything. I didn't know the proper terms for things. In the training that I had gotten, it was very light. And so there was a service that I used. It was a signal service, and it was actually copy and paste trades. So I was taking trades and I had no idea why I was taking the trade, and I was blindly following other people. So of course, when the trade went right, I was a happy camper. When the trade went bad, I had no idea why, and I could not look at a chart and figure out why myself in order to make sure I didn't execute when a signal came out under that circumstance again. So the very first thing, like I said, understanding the lingo, understanding what Forex is, understanding how to enter a trade, how to place your stop, all of that good stuff is what you need to do. The second thing that I would recommend is understanding and knowing how to do a multiple time frame analysis. This is probably the most important thing that you need to know in order to be able to just, execute a trade, understand how long you have to be in that trade, and knowing when to get out of it. So for those of you who are not familiar, a multiple time frame analysis is a technical analysis process in which you take a look at a Forex chart and you're able to understand the big picture and not just a small picture. Understanding the overall price action will help you figure out what you can do in the short term and even longer term if you decide to swing trade. So that's the second thing. The third thing is being realistic about who you are, your personality, and what your temperament is when you're in trade. If you're like me, I should have never been scalping to start with, right? But I was following somebody else's trades and I was just doing it because that was not a good look for me, because I am a very anxious person by nature. I've gotten a whole lot better though. I will say that. I've gotten a whole lot better. But for me and the type of job that I had, scalping was not for me. I couldn't focus. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't do anything. And it got to the point, I don't think I've ever shared this, but when I first started learning how to trade, I got a migraine because I was staying up like super late trying to trade the London session, trying to catch price action. And I did it for several nights in a row. Obviously, when your body is deprived from sleep, there are some things that suffer. So I got a migraine that I could not get rid of, and I want to say it was over a week. And so I had to go to emergency. They had to do a occipital nerve block in order to stop the pain. But that's how I was introduced to Forex. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I can't be getting up late at night. I can't be trading. Like, no, I need to find something that works and fits in my schedule in order for me to incorporate this in my life and in order for me to do. One of the things that I think we as traders like kind of gloss over, and I think it should be at the forefront of everybody's trading like journey, is risk management. It's huge. And I heard people say it before. I never really understood what it meant, but to break it down really quickly at a high level, it basically means understanding your risk tolerance for your account and then being able to figure out what your lot size should be based on the setup that you're trading. Now, I know that was fast. If you're looking for more detailed information on that, click the link below the video that says risk management video, and I'll show you the math on how you can do it. Now, if you want to be able to move quickly and do it quickly, and you don't want to do the math every single time, then make sure you check out forexlotSizeCalculator.com. And on that, it's a cloud-based calculator that you can go into, and you can plug in your setup, you can plug in your account size, you can plug in your desired risk, and it comes back and tells you what the lot size should be. When I say this should be at the forefront of everybody's trading plan, before you even press a button on MT4 and it's your first, like, you just learned how to trade, you need to have a solid understanding of this. I'm telling you, it's gonna save you tears, it's gonna save you heartaches, it's gonna save you migraines, it's gonna save you a lot of headaches. Once you have a good idea of risk, you're gonna be good. I made a post on YouTube on my community wall, and I also posted on my Facebook page, and it was the results from a prop firm challenge that I was doing. And I had earned $2,500, and I did it in 15 days. And I caught just under 1,300 pips. And so, of course, when I posted, people are shocked. Like, okay, that's like $2 a pip or $2.25 a pip. Like, yeah, you don't have to trade crazy lot sizes in order to make money in the market. Like, I think a lot of us have this idea that we have to earn like 10 grand a month in order to be considered successful. If you earn $2,000 extra a month from trading, how much would that change your life? Like, that's not $10,000. That's not a whole lot of money, but $2,000 a month is an extra $24,000 a year, which is huge and changes your financial picture. So everybody don't have to get rich quick. Everybody don't need to make $30,000 a month in trading. Like, even just the $2,000 a month can definitely do something for you. So I encourage you to consider trading small, growing slow, and just taking your time. I know everything out here is shiny and bright, looks attractive, sounds attractive, but just be open to something different that could work for you too. Now, my last thing that I wanted to say is that slow and steady growth and that $2,000. That $2,000 extra a month could mean all the difference in the world for us folks who fall in between 21 and 55. And I say that simply because for those of you guys that don't know, the Social Security Trust is going to dry up in the US by 2037. What that means is that we are not going to have the retirement that our parents had, or potentially, I shouldn't say we're not going to have it. There's a potential for us not to have the same type of setup that our parents had, where they had pensions, where they had 401k, and then they also got Social Security. We may not have those benefits, and I'm just personally not comfortable leaving that up to the folks in the government who can't agree on nothing to figure out and make sure I'm good. So that $24,000, that extra $2,000, not $10,000 that you earn an extra doing Forex, could start to be put to your nest egg. $24,000 a year, and then we're talking about compounding and scaling the account and growth. Like, that's a solid plan. You got to be honest with yourself about what your commitments are, what your responsibilities are to your family, to your job, to your spouse, whoever that might be, your community obligations, and then figuring out how you can fit Forex into your life, right? So if you are a busy person with very little time during the week, but you do have Saturday or you do have Sunday evenings where you can kind of commit to figuring this thing out, then swing trading might make sense for you, so that you can mark up the chart, You can figure out what the play is. You can set it up. You know going in what you stand to lose if this goes the wrong way. When the market opens, plugging in your limits, plugging in your stops, and then just letting it go, right? I think where a lot of people mess up is they want to be a scalper, but their commitments say swing trader, right? So being able to go in, like I said, I mentioned multiple time frame analysis. I mentioned risk to reward ratio. I mentioned risk management. Like that's all together. Once you got all those things figured out, then, and you be honest about what kind of trader you can be, what your schedule really allows you to do, then I think that's when you can start seeing success while still working full time. So anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching the video. If you found any of it helpful, then go ahead, give the video a thumbs up, share it with a friend too. I mean, they might be able to benefit from it themselves. And then consider subscribing to the channel. In addition to this commentary stuff, I actually do get on the charts, do some technical analysis, all of that good stuff. So again, I appreciate you guys for watching it. I will see you on the next video, and I wish you a very profitable week.